All right, real quick pregame video. Game starts in about 5 hours. The Washington Huskies flying down to Stanford to take on the Cardinal. Kind of an important game, not as big of a game as I would have thought going into the season. Stanford, they haven't really held up their end of the bargain. They've gotten off to a very bad start this season. They're 2-3. They've really been pretty bad for the last month now, and it's to the point where they can play a home game against a Washington Husky team that is not a juggernaut at all and be two touchdown underdogs. So if we're going to get anything good out of this game, we're going to have to beat down on this Stanford team. We can't just win. We have to assert ourselves as clearly the dominant team. And I think we can do that. I think that if you look at Stanford, their offense has been okay. They've had two different quarterbacks play significant snaps so far this year, Mills and KJ Costello, and they've both been all right. They've had an okay running game. It certainly hasn't been dominant. They they've been okay on offense, but that defense, they started the season good. They held Northwestern to 7, but since then they gave up 45 to USC, and USC didn't even have their starting quarterback for much of that game. They gave up 45 to UCF, 21 to Oregon, which is actually pretty good, even though they got killed in that game, and then 28 to Oregon State. Excuse me. But basically, that defense it's just not playing well. So I'm looking at this offense, which kind of let me down last week against USC. I was a little underwhelmed by the offense last week, and I'm thinking this is the game where I want to see us put up 40 plus. I want to see us score 40 points in Stanford. I want to see us move up and down the field with the passing game and the running game. I want to see everything clicking. I want to see everything working. At the end of this game, I want to be able to say the offense was the driving force behind a big blowout win. And to me, that's really what this game is all about. If we go into Stanford and the offense has a bit of a hard time, given what this team has done over the last month on defense, I'm going to be looking for somebody to point the finger at, win or lose, because this is not the Stanford team of even a few years ago when the defense was really giving Jake Browning and Myles Gaskin some problems. This is a different Stanford team. Giving up 45 points to USC with their quarterback problems, especially, is just really bad. And they, even last week, Oregon State, one of the worst teams in the Pac-12, they needed to, they got taken down to the wire against Oregon State. So there are no excuses for the offense this week. I'm looking for everything to be running at full capacity. And the defense, you know, I know what the defense is. They're good. I don't think they're great. And I know Stanford is going to make some plays against them. I would love to see some turnovers. I would love to see them force some mistakes. I would love to see some pass rush, because that's been hit or miss so far this season, in my opinion. And should be a pretty simple win. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got some stuff to do before the game. Bow down to Washington. Let's get this win. Let's go to 5-1, 2-1 in the conference. And we win a few more games, and we're really going to be in great position to take this conference that has yet to produce a really impressive team. So we may be the shortest midget this year, but another Pac-12 title would look plenty pretty in the trophy case, in my opinion. All right, peace.